Welcome, everyone. TGC, two guys and coffee.
Coffee as well. Also
Coffee
two.
included. Two of them.
Yes.
Episode 008.
Welcome. And
8.
And if you guys are wondering, the reason that there is 008 is because we're going to hit the triple digits one day.
Yep. It's going to happen. I need you to keep talking. I'm going to adjust my mic.
Like roughly, I would say roughly 92 more weeks we'll hit the triple digits. That's how bad. That's how I'm a little mentally tired today. So yeah, it took me a little bit to math that one up.
Did you do some mental jogging earlier?
Yeah, I did.
I've been doing a lot of that lately. It does get tiring. Like from the moment I wake up till I go to bed, there's been mental jogging happening.
Yeah, you run like sprints in your head.
Yeah. I'm an analytical dude, so like if I get fixated on something, I'm thinking about it a lot.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Why do you got to say it like that?
Because you don't let a topic rest.
No.
I don't either. I'm just saying I know because same boat.
I'm getting my money's worth out of it. I'll put it that way.
Like if anyone ever notices, Zach likes to circle back around.
Close the loop.
Close the loop, if you will. That's because he needs that. He's analytical.
You my psychiatrist?
Yeah. That'll be $200.
Thank you. Oh yeah, I'll get right on that.
No, I'm the same way. I'm thinking about it. We should have a discussion about it because it's probably interesting.
We should have a discussion about it. Let me get my thinking knife out. Here we go.
Whoever it's about. All right, everyone. So Zach thought he was hungry before this. And what did you do?
Yeah.
What did you eat? It was our friend Lars was.
Yeah, shout out to Lars. This wasn't my plan. I didn't have a plan, but this definitely wasn't it. But This is what happened. Lars went for cereal. We have cereal available, right?
What did he have in his hand though?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
It's part of the story.
Okay.
I'll
be quiet.
Tune in for the story.
Yeah.
Lars is going for the cereal, and he's got a cup in his hand, right? That's what he had in his hand, right?
Yep.
It was a cup. And he overheard me saying I was feeling a little snacky. He said, "Hey, you should do cereal." And I said, in a cup? Like I've never done that before. I didn't know that was a thing. He's like, "Yeah, dude, do it in a cup. It's really good." So I was hesitant, but I grabbed a cup. And I said, "Hey, side note here." I said, "Hey, yeah, just leave the milk out."
Are you going to call him up for that?
Yeah. I told him.
Yeah.
Because, I'm about to need the milk because I'm making myself a cup of cereal, which I did not plan on doing today. So I grab my cup, which requires me to turn my back to Lars to get the cup. I turn around. Lars is gone. So is the milk.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, got it. Check. I go into the fridge. Milk's in the fridge. It's like, check.
Thanks, Lars.
Oh for 1.
But how was the cereal?
Cereal official review out of a cup. Tastes the same, more inconvenient.
It was like in a slippery, tall, just coffee cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Viable if needed. I would say this is the reason why I have bowls, though. It's so I don't have to do that. But he seemed really adamant that was the way to go. Maybe it's more portable, I would say. Yeah. So, that's fine.
And if you're in a place where like eating isn't really appropriate, but you can still kind of sneak in.
You think
you can just have a cup? You can just have a cup. Like, yep, just so nothing to see here. Just a coffee.
Yeah, it's less conspicuous. Stealth.
Yeah.
It's stealth.
I'm not going to tell Lars we talked about this. I'm going to wait. I'm going to give him until next week, Tuesday. Let's put a deadline on it. Next week, Tuesday. And if he hasn't said anything to either of us, then I'm going to go give him shit for not listening to it.
Okay. I'm on board. Yep.
All right, cool. So that was a good cereal experience. It didn't look bad. What was that? What type of cereal was that?
Little Reese's Puffs. A couple Reese's Puffs in there.
Reese's Puffs.
Like I said, tasted the same, just harder to eat, but more portable. So there's trade-offs.
Yeah.
Tactical cereal is what that was.
I just remembered you have another weird No, it's not weird because I'm the same way.
Could still be weird.
It's kitchen related. That's why I just thought of this. Microwave.
Oh, yeah. I think I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, when you use the microwave, you're stopping that before 0 every time.
Dude, yeah. And if I don't, I'm pissed.
Yeah, I know at home, like I'll put something in the microwave and I'll go to the bathroom quick. I'm like, I'm going to take a leak. Say I put it on for 2 minutes.
Scary.
Go to take a leak.
Dude.
And I'm like anxious. I'm like, I got to get back. I got to get back. And then I race back and I'm always back way earlier. And then I'm mad they got to stand there. Like,
it still has 40 seconds left. Yeah.
You're like impatient. I think that's what it is. I'm like almost, it's like immediate gratification. It's like an immediate satisfaction that I get. It's probably a false sense of satisfaction, but if I can stop it before 0, I'm like, oh, I just saved myself a second.
For me, I just don't want to hear the stupid beeping. It's so excessive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if God forbid I go to do another task, like you just said, while the thing's going, and I don't make it in time, especially if I'm still in the other room and I hear it start to go off, I'm so upset with myself. I'm mad. I'm
Same.
Really disappointed in
We're
myself.
aligned on that one. Sound off in the comments. If you let it ring out, sound off in the comments because I want to know who you are and where you live.
That's not even enough. I want to know why. Why are you not stopping that?
Yep. If you are, sound off, and then there better be an explanation why.
Because that is some...
You know, a microwave doesn't need the annoying buzzer because if you put... Okay, you're not going to microwave something for 15 minutes, okay?
Likely not.
Maybe someone has.
They probably have. Thanksgiving turkey, half an hour.
I would bet it's of the bottom 1% of microwavable items that require above 10 minutes. Okay.
Probably.
Probably less than that even.
Yeah, because then you just need to use an oven.
So with that in mind, thank you. So with that in mind, the oven, I get why an oven should have an annoying loud thing.
Yeah, it's a fire hazard.
Yeah, because it doesn't stop
Yeah,
cooking
it just keeps
even
going.
after the timer's done.
But the microwave stops.
The microwave stops. One ding, just a little ding is all I need. I don't need a beep.
Dude, you already made... You're triggering me so bad.
The oven, though, do you ever not hear your oven because it's not loud enough? Have you ever done that? And burned a pizza or something? Nothing like, oh, I forgot about it for 2 hours, but you burned a pizza or something?
No, because I live in an apartment.
All right. Well, my house isn't huge, but if I'm watching TV or something, it's on the other side of the living room.
Sure.
So
that's your TV cranked. Because you don't have subtitles, so it's probably max volume.
It's a big TV.
Yeah.
It's a 65-inch.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, oven timer.
And the couch is big too, and it's
you got a nice couch.
It's a nice couch, and it's big, so it absorbs a lot of sound.
Where'd you get that?
So
again?
I think when
Steinhoffel's, WG&R.
WG&R, yeah. So I think it absorbs a lot of sound, is what it does, because it's not leather, you know.
Yeah.
It's a very acoustically sound couch.
It's like a bass trap in your living room.
It's basically a big bass trap, honestly, kind of. But all right. Anyway, I think an oven should be loud and annoying and continuously beeping because you could mess stuff up, including your house.
It'll burn your shit
Microwave,
down.
one ding, all good. If you forgot the 2-minute timer that you set,
your fault.
You don't.
That's a great point, though. The thing shuts off. Why does it need to beep? Mine's got a 5-second beep. Every second for 5 seconds, it beeps. Beep, beep.
Every second for 5 seconds.
Beep. 5 beeps, 1 each second.
5 beeps. So 5 beeps in each second?
No,
so
dude. Rapid fire.
Sorry.
No, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, stop that shit. You know? I wonder if there's a way to disconnect that, you know? Can we hack the microwave? Have you ever gotten an email from a from a Samsung fridge before? Samsung fridge? You can email on those.
Have I ever gotten an email from one?
From a fridge, yeah. I have.
Can't say I have.
I have.
What does that mean? Just like a hey man, what's up kind of thing, or?
No. Back in the day when I would work with our patrons from our place of business. When I was doing the stuff. I emailed a dude, and I initiated. I hadn't received a response yet. I received the response, and in his signature, it said sent from my Samsung fridge.
How long ago did you get this?
Well, geez, I don't know. It's probably been 2.5 years since I've.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Curious if it was like recent because I was gonna be like,
No.
oh my god,
It wasn't
this guy
recent.
was definitely drunk. Like he was on his 18th beer. Going, I'm gonna message him.
Yeah. No, I got an email from his fridge, dude.
If you're emailing anyone about anything important,
Do it from your fridge?
and it's from your fridge, it clearly wasn't that important, right?
I can't remember what it was.
Because what would make you email something from your fridge? Now,
Just prove you can.
I'm kind of for adapting to new technology and stuff, but that it seems very unneeded.
It is for sure. Yep.
And I'm a Samsung guy.
Yeah.
We don't need Gmail. in
Why
our
are
fridge.
you why are you
Shut the
emailing?
podcast off. I'm done.
You're just throwing stuff at this point. But yeah, why are we emailing from the fridge? I don't know. You know, maybe I should just replace my desk and computer with a fridge, and it'll be like a standing desk.
Yeah.
Can you stop?
Oh, what?
Thanks,
Is my phone?
dude. I'm gonna need you to pull it together.
I'm a mess.
Hey, 3 seconds. Pause. Just breathe in. Out. Feel better?
Not really. You're supposed to do 3 of those.
I know,
I'm,
but
I'm holding my breath. Am I supposed to be holding my breath? There's something on Facebook the other day of test your strength of your lungs, like your lung health. And there's like a little meter and it says hold your breath, or it says deep inhale.
mm-hmm.
And then it says exhale. And then it goes like this. And then it goes hold your breath. And you go. And it's tricky because you think it's going to keep going the same speed and you see the exhale thing down here.
Yeah.
So you're
anticipating.
So you're anticipating it and you're like, no problem, I'm going to see it. And then it slows down. And it's like,
You start to panic.
oh, I made it. I made it.
I'm just picturing you passing out at your desk.
Yeah. What happened to him? You just see the thing on my phone just going around.
Couldn't hang.
I did it in bed though.
Oh, okay. Then if you pass out, you're fine.
Yeah.
That's funny. Good job.
That's how I fall asleep. I just hold my breath until.
Till you just black out. Is there a reason why you need to cause a ruckus over there? Wow.
Speaking of fridges, not fridges.
What?
I messed it up. I was thinking about appliances because I was thinking about a conversation we had with Tom, you know, the cable guy.
I haven't seen him in weeks.
I know.
Tom, I'm upset. Sorry. Go ahead.
Tom,
Where's Tom?
Tom the cable guy, we were talking about running the dishwasher, and he was saying how a big pet peeve is when people run the dishwasher at night. I don't know why I said night, but at night while he watches TV, because he says it's so annoying in the background.
Does he have people just using his dishwasher?
I think what's
What does he
going
mean?
on there, well, his fiance or whatever, maybe.
He said people, though.
Or
So he's got like a line.
Or if he does and then he regrets it, whatever.
Okay. Roger that.
We don't need to dig into this too far.
Yep.
But I think what's going on there is Tom accidentally put a clothes washer in his kitchen, and he's putting his dishes in there and they're clinking around, and he thinks it's his dishwasher. That's what I think is going on. Because I've never heard someone complain about a dishwasher running while they're watching TV. Do you have a dishwasher?
I do. And
issues?
listen, I'm on Tom's side with this. Listen, the only reason though is because the dishwasher that I have is a few years old for sure, and it does make some noise that like it's not supposed to be making.
Oh.
It has like some resonance with the materials when it starts to wash, like the vibration like resonates in some of the plastics. So it has like a buzzing noise to it sometimes.
Okay. That I get it.
But under normal circumstances, yeah, I definitely think he's washing dishes in a clothes washer.
What do you think would happen? That'd almost be fun. You ever see those like demolition videos where they just screw with everything and break stuff?
Yeah.
Just it's almost like satisfying.
Yep.
Because it's something you always want to do when you're angry.
They have rooms for that. You ever done one of those?
Yeah.
We just break a bunch of shit in a room.
I haven't, but
Are you going? Are you going axe throwing, or are you going to a break shit room?
I'd rather go to a break stuff room.
Yeah. Have you been axe throwing?
No.
Me either. I see the comebacks happen all the time though.
The what?
The comebacks. when you whip an axe and it bounces off the stump and comes back at you.
Oh,
Have you seen that? There's a lot of clips of that.
pass on that.
Because you're yeeting that thing hard, and if you're not very good at it, there's a good chance you're not hitting the blade,
Yeah,
and it may bounce and come back at you.
that's kind of freaky.
Yeah, it is. So I'm a little hesitant.
When I was a kid, my dad always warned me. I was big, we're both into guns.
Yeah,
But as a kid, I always had like one of those 1,200 feet per second break action pellet guns.
those things are
Dude,
no joke, man.
I'm pretty sure I got, I wasn't old enough to have email or a phone or anything, but my parents would get calls, and it was the Navy, the Army. They're always asking, they're like, we're looking for young recruits.
Chris Kyle was calling you.
Chris Kyle was calling me, dude. He was like, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty good already. What can I do to get better? Can I meet with you?
10-year-old Colin.
Yeah. But no.
Why did you tell me that? What?
They used to reach out to me because I was so accurate with a pellet gun. I was an animal with a pellet gun. I could shoot anything. I didn't shoot anything living, but I did do the small game stuff, and I was an animal with that. Anyway, my parents had a tree line growing up, and it was...
Where'd it go? They don't have it anymore?
They do.
You said they had it.
Well, it's not inaccurate. They did at the time.
Okay.
Past tense,
I
so
didn't
they
know.
had one.
Okay, I just didn't know.
They do still have one, but they also had one at the time.
Is it the same tree line?
Same tree line. And I would shoot stuff in the tree line, okay?
Got it.
And my dad would always say, and it always annoyed me, because he'd always say, better have eye protection on in case one of those things come back. And it would annoy me because I'd be like,
What are the chances?
this pellet is not going to come back.
Yeah, Dad. It came back.
One day,
Totally.
I shot into the tree line, literally at the ground, and it would seem even more ridiculous if you would see the layout. I shot into the field, and I heard as if I shot like a 22. Sometimes you get that.
Sure.
That, but a little bit lesser of a
Ricochet.
metallic sound.
Yeah.
It was a ricochet sound, and it's just these lead pellets, And
I mean, yeah. Yeah, dude.
Right
They'll
by
do
me.
some work.
there was a shovel shack next to me, and it went and
Dude.
nailed the shack and landed right next to my foot. And this tree line's like 30 yards away.
I fully believe that. Not that I'm old, I guess, but in my age, I don't mess around when it comes to PPE, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even if I'm pissed that we didn't do any outdoor shooting last year. We are doing it this year, by the way.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear anything about it. Okay. Anyway, I don't even care if it's like informal on somebody's farm. Someone's got some land. Like, hey, you guys want to come shooting this, that, or the other thing? I'm wearing my stuff.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I just know guys that don't. They're like, yeah, whatever.
Like tough
like,
guys.
no.
Yeah.
Like, cool guys.
Yeah, real tough guys.
Put your shit on.
Those are the guys that
idiot.
don't wear helmets on motorcycles.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dumbass.
Um,
Sorry.
but
Wear your gear. Don't be a cool guy.
wear your gear for sure. And before we go to the outdoor range, I want to build like a bolt action rifle,
Mm-hmm.
or just something higher caliber.
You're building a 700, aren't you?
I would like to. That's my idea. That's what I told you last
Yeah.
time.
Okay.
Just because every time I go with my buddy Mitch, he's got some cool guns, some fun knickknacks, if you will, to go with him. And he's always
Gadgets.
ringing the gong at 500 yards, and I'm like, God,
That's so
here I am
That's so
shooting
cool.
my red dot setup with my
with your SBR
AR pistol,
pistol.
but
yeah.
which is fun. But there's something about
I want a long gun.
going
Ding.
dong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sick. So yeah, that's me. That's why I haven't gone last year.
That's fair. Maybe that'll be the thing. Maybe we ought. Hey, before you get yours, maybe we should get them together. I'll pick something out. I'll build something. We'll build some long guns.
Get them together. Oh yeah,
like at the same
the
time.
guns. Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I mean. And then because I'm with you on that. I mean, because mine's a red dot as well.
it'd be fun to have a long range gun.
Yeah.
And then a tactical, rifle, and then obviously the handguns.
We were talking about this earlier. I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but I rarely shoot my rifle because it's just point and click. You don't. Maybe the handling of it. It's nice to have that stay
Yeah.
familiar. The
Yeah.
muscle memory of handling it. but the actual
Yeah, like
a
there's
child could shoot one
there's
and be
like,
accurate.
you're right.
So I'm spending all my time, like I go to the range twice a month. It's always handgun.
In my opinion,
Always handgun.
and I think from what you're saying, you're probably on the same page. But in my opinion, and I hope this isn't wrong, because I'm not.
Their opinions, who cares?
Not very educated in this field, but
Oh, good.
I think it's very pointless to just, like an AR, for example, to bring an AR to the range and just sit with it on like a sled and just shoot at a target the whole time, unless you're
If you're sighting it in.
you're sighting in. But you see a lot of people that just stand there and go through hundreds of rounds just to shoot, and which is also fine if you're newer to shooting and you just want to get the feel for that percussion.
Yep.
But I don't want to do that because I'm comfortable with that part of it. No, I'm not going to let years go by in between, or even
it's
a
a
year.
perishable skill.
But I feel like it would be fun to go to some of these classes ran by some ex special force guys, which there's plenty throughout the nation.
Yeah.
Where
Shout out Mike Glover, Fieldcraft Survival. Sorry.
yeah,
That's the biggest one.
I think I looked him up after you showed me.
Yep.
But where it's actually movement. You're training movement. That's what. If there was somewhere
scenario
I would want
based
to go
training
every week. Yeah, I would want to go every week then.
Yeah, scenario based training, not just putting holes in targets.
Yeah.
It's not to say that I don't enjoy shooting that rifle. I'll put, but I'm putting 20 rounds through it and I'm putting it away.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, that was dope. I'm good.
Yeah. I'll shoot. Like if you give me free ammo and you just say,
oh yeah,
unless you give me free ammo and say you can just keep this, then I'm probably gonna store it.
But you gotta shoot it.
If you say here's free ammo and you have to go shoot it, I will gladly go do that. But just for the sake of ammo.
Yeah, 100%. I do firmly believe though, and just PSA, because they talk about this a lot too, and I could not agree with it more. If you've purchased a handgun, for example, that's probably the most common for self-defense, especially recently, over the last 2 years or so, and that's really been on an uptick. And I'm saying this because I'm willing to bet there's a large percentage of folks out there who have not shot their handgun that they bought. They bought it and they put it in a drawer and they think that they're protected. You could not be more wrong.
Yeah.
You could not be more wrong. You've done nothing for yourself other than put yourself in danger. Know how to use what you've purchased to defend your life.
Yeah.
It's not all you need is $600 to go get a handgun and you're good.
Yeah. You should know, you should be comfortable. It should be like an extension of your hand, really.
Yes.
Unless you are very experienced with handguns and, let's say you have, the style of handgun that you haven't shot it yet, but you've had the same thing and you have a background in firearms.
Definitely,
no problem. But yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Someone that, just gets, for example, their concealed carry or something, gets a compact handgun or subcompact, which are hard to handle for even experienced people. Not hard to handle, but I
hate mine. I was just telling you this. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to learn it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And yeah, you're definitely screwing yourself. If I think the funniest part is, I think most people think, I've seen a lot of new people at the range, like the indoor ranges where you can just bring them in on a line, the electronic ones.
Yep.
You set it at, 5 yards.
Yep.
Like 5 yards because it's right there. It looks like it's so easy until they're shooting a
the
2-foot group.
Dude, just because the smallest little bit of articulation and you're off 6 inches.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that everyone, especially those who may not just inherently be super comfortable with the idea, but they got one just because they felt like they had to, whatever the case is, right? There's so many different variations of this. I think all I'm saying is you don't need to be like special forces level able to handle a handgun, but you need to at least have some fundamentals, man.
Yep.
And if you don't pair that with a firm line in the sand of your own use of force case, meaning what it's going to take for you to use that thing, you're also not doing yourself or anyone around you any good.
Yep.
If you think you're just going to know it when you see it, you're in for a world of hurt should anything ever happen to you.
Yep. And another portion of that is the most important one, in my opinion, is knowing. Now, let's just say I am literally as for self-defense as anyone possibly could be, but in the interest of the person trying to, because I don't ever want to see someone defend themselves and then them get in trouble.
Oh, of course.
I think it should be a lot less having to prove yourself innocent in that situation.
Yep.
In the country, but given how it is, the most important part of protecting yourself in those situations is know what you're looking at if you have to use it, but also you have to know how the law works against you in those situations
intimately.
Like I think I don't know if it was Caleb or myself. I think it might have been a class that he was in or something a long time ago. But they say, you walk out in your kitchen, the guy's taking your toaster oven.
You're not shooting him.
You shoot that guy, you're probably going to prison.
Yeah, take my toaster, get the hell out of here.
Now, if you said, to principal, I'm like,
screw you.
Yeah, that guy was a bum. But you're going to go to prison.
Yeah.
So don't do that. But, there's plenty of times where, I don't know. I won't go off on a tangent on it, but
there's a lot to unpack.
There's a lot of gray area, a lot to unpack there, yeah. But just long story short, get a firearm because everyone should. Just do yourself a favor. Go to the indoor range. If it's winter where you are, you don't have to be uncomfortable. Go to an indoor range. They do classes super cheap, or have someone that that knows firearms take you there. Totally. I guarantee within 2 1-hour sessions, you'll have a comfort level where you can at least, when you pick it up, you'll feel safe.
Yeah. You'll just at least know what's going on. Maybe rinse and repeat, maybe once per quarter even. Just go quick. But that was a longer tangent. It's just, it's a big topic. And the TLDR for me is, look, that's a last resort. You don't go looking for a fight, especially if you're in a vehicle or something like that. If you have the ability to detach and get the hell out of there and then call for a higher level of care to get there, the proper people to get there, do that. You're not a vigilante. You're not picking fights. So anyway.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to talk about is you have to really, now we're going off on a whole different subject here, right? Get ready, people.
Yep. 180. Here we go.
Yeah.
Reset.
Twist the ropes. Here we go.
1, 2, 3. Reset.
Now you're going to have to visualize, close your eyes.
Okay.
Close your eyes.
Nervous.
I promise I won't do anything.
Okay, great. I believe you.
No, I wasn't going to do that. I just wanted to see if you'd open your eyes. Anyway, okay, so picture this, right?
Why do I have to close my eyes? I can do this without that.
Okay, that's fine. So
awareness. I don't trust
it. Third person, picture yourself. You're looking at yourself from maybe like 10 feet above in the air, okay? You're just observing the human population. This third person is not a human. This third person is a being, maybe a spirit, if you will, that's just kind of watching how life works on Earth, okay? Okay?
Yeah.
So humans are not the dominant species, okay? Picture humans are just walking amongst bears, gorillas in every part of the world, okay?
Okay.
Now I've set the feeling for this, okay?
Yeah.
I thought of this, what I'm about to say, I thought of this when I went to the bathroom before. Because I was just walking, and this is how weird my mind is, dude. I'll think of the most random stuff.
This is pretty up there, yeah.
I know. And I'm walking, and my arms were like swaying, like more than normal, because I was walking quicker, so they picked up a little momentum.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how weird are humans? Like, actually, it's so normal to us, and it sounds weird for me even noticing this.
Yeah.
But if you were just an outside person, like, say you're like a bird, and you're sitting up, we don't know. They could probably think, like this. And they probably see us walking into work going, God, what's some goofy looking dudes, just their arms just flailing all over the place. Uh-huh. I think from an outside perspective, humans are pretty goofy.
Yeah, of course we are. Extremely, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just think
I
that's
don't
funny.
disagree.
All right. I just think it's
we're
funny.
A weird group of MFers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I know that's not as funny, but I laughed in my head about that. The arm flailing thing, I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, we're kind of gangly, goofy things. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird to think about.
That's it.
I have moments like that occasionally where I'll be like,
think of something really awkward, and you're like, I'm not telling this to anyone. But for some reason, I thought I'd bring that up.
I kind of just have like a moment like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I mean,
Thanks.
that was today?
That was
happened?
today.
Oh, okay.
I went to the bathroom. I'm like, whoa, my arms are really
It's
goofy.
a fresh one. Man, that was a hard 180. That's a good reset right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
We did want to break down. You mentioned to me yesterday that you feel like you're in a cocoon
Yeah.
because you said that you're taking parachute lessons and you're going to fly. Is that what it was?
Wingsuit.
Wingsuit. So you said
Base
you feel
jumping.
like you're about to fly, so you're in a cocoon?
Yeah.
Something like that. What was it?
That was pretty much it. Jumping out of planes. No, you know what, dude? This is what it is. Okay. 2022 is the year of commitment, Colin. To me. Okay? To me. You understand? So there's a list of things that I've just kind of like thought about. Especially over the past 2 years when things have gotten weird and we couldn't actually like do stuff that was normal to us. So that provided a lot of downtime for thinking. I'm closing out my 20s, bro. High 20s right now. I just want to check some boxes that will help me close that chapter. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff that I'm like a little apprehensive about, stuff I thought about, didn't do, whatever. I'm in a cocoon in the sense of personal growth is what's going on here. Okay.
So you're in this cocoon. And can you explain for the audience why a cocoon is the best
Because when you come out,
example?
you are your true self.
Yeah, you're like
you're the best version of yourself when you come out of a cocoon.
Yeah.
Generally, when you look at what a caterpillar is before it goes in, then after it goes in, that's the best version of
There's a
itself.
slimy, gross thing going in.
Not
It's
great.
like 2021, Zach, slimy. Yeah.
Yeah.
In 2022,
Hey,
beautiful butterfly.
exactly.
All right. You said you called yourself. You said you were going to come out like a moth.
No, I did not. You
No?
said
I
that.
said that. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you said that.
Yeah,
I might have said that.
you said
I
that
said-
for sure.
He's telling me this. We were having like a serious conversation. He's like, yeah, dude, I just feel like, he said basically the same thing he was just saying. It was a serious conversation. And he's like, and then I asked the same thing, like, what is the correlation between the cocoon, even though I thought I had a good idea in my head. And he's like, oh, you come out, and then I said, like, you're going to come out like a moth probably.
Oh, dude, they're so gross. Like,
And then I said, what is even that?
what the hell is even that?
Yeah. What is
Yeah.
even a moth?
Like a rejected
What
butterfly.
is even a moth?
It's like the other side of the coin.
They come from the grass, don't they? Like the
Do they?
wet grass.
I think they come straight out of hell, is what I think.
Yeah.
They're just just come up out of the ground.
And they always got to fly against you too. Like they
they
can't
bump
just,
into you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Hey, dude, watch where you're going.
exactly. Like, not enough real estate.
Yeah, you're right.
Not enough
Dude,
airspace.
I've wondered that about any bug that hits you or your car
Like,
or anything.
what?
It's like, dude, there's a lot of room around here.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason why I have to be wiping all of these 1,762 bugs off my window.
How did you not miss my truck?
Counted them one time. That's how I got to that number.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I'm not trying to get weird, but it's just a wise person once told me that, because we all have things that we want, right? Or maybe things that we're interested in, or maybe people we're interested in, ideas we're interested in. So I think our instinct is to chase those things. Typical response is likely, okay, here's what I want. Here's my list. Lists are good. Everyone who's successful has lists. Let's make a list of goals and shit. But instead of chasing those things, instead, you look at yourself and you say, where can I make myself better that would set me up at a chance for success or set me up for in a position where I'd be able to obtain something like that? Like, how can I put myself in a situation where I'd have the chance at something like that versus let me go get that?
Yeah.
Meaning through doing not only what's making you better, but what you love, you're then attracting or in the right headspace or the right point in space and time to be able to accept something like that properly. Yep. It's almost like a backwards way of chasing a goal.
Yep. You're putting yourself in a position where you're healthy, and I'm not talking healthy like health-wise. I'm talking you're healthy as a whole.
Yeah.
So that you are ready to pounce on opportunities, whatever it might be.
you then attract those things
Yep.
instead of chase them.
Yep.
So that's what that's my too long didn't read TLDR.
Nice.
That's what I'm trying to actively focus on literally every day. And let me tell you, it's exhausting because you have to, all of it's proactive.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Cocoon, get
Moth.
yourself one.
Zach the Moth. Dude,
Cocoon up.
we're getting t-shirts made. We got Tom the Cable Guy. Birds are cool because birds are sick.
Especially one-legged seagulls.
It's going to be a one-legged seagull. And Zach the Moth.
No,
And it's
dude.
going to be a picture. It's going to be a picture of me. It's going to be the guy's going to be really big because I'm really big.
Huge.
I'm really muscular. And it's going to be a big muscular guy, and that says Colin above it.
Yep.
'Cause that's me. And then there's going to be you over here as in a moth form, and you're going to be flying against me, and I'm going to be like this.
But I'm not a moth, dude. I'm in a cocoon
And
right
there's going
now.
to be an arrow saying Zach the Moth.
Mm-mm. No, I don't like
People
that.
would buy that shirt.
I don't like it at all.
Sound off in
actually.
the comment if you'd buy that shirt.
Mm-mm.
If someone sounds off in the comment, I'm gonna get
You make
that
one?
shirt. I'm gonna get that shirt made, and then I'll get one made for anyone that comments.
We should get mugs too.
I want to get. Yeah, we should. We're gonna come out with some merch after the jet's done. We'll do some merch.
Yeah, jet's taking forever.
The jet is taking all of our funding. Jesus, dude.
Extensive funding.
Like, I wanted to get some shirts made, and our finance guys are like, dude, you put it all into the jet.
Yeah, we're all in on this
Whatever.
jet. You're gonna have to do this
Whatever.
podcast for 10 years to pay for this jet.
Yeah. And
Buckle up.
Yeah.
So you're in it for the long haul, folks. Yeah. So
I just scratched my cheek with the mic.
I do that a lot with these.
Yeah.
Do you have any specific goals this year for yourself? You don't have to get like too crazy, but I don't know, anything you want to share.
Yeah.
Just curious.
As you know, you work with the same organization I do.
Mm-hmm.
So I have some goals within there.
Yeah.
Nothing specific to mention, but just I would say I'm not going to go off on a tangent about it, but I come from a family with Christian values, God.
Yep.
I believe in God, go to church. So I'd like to get closer to that because I feel like I've strayed a little bit. That's
fair.
a goal of mine this year.
I respect it.
And then number 2, I would like to. Me and my brother have, we're into music.
Yep.
We want to get our full band going. So not just playing the acoustic show this year.
Oh, cool.
And then,
It's nice.
yeah, I think that's about it.
That's good.
There's definitely more.
Well, sure.
but
Yeah. Achievable
smaller.
goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are important.
Yep.
I like that.
Gym. I want to start working out.
You can start going with me anytime if you want to.
I
I'm not
know.
going to force that on you.
I know,
but
the doctors keep telling me just pretty much everyone keeps telling me because they ask me to what I want to do.
Mhm.
They ask me my goals, and then I tell them work out, and they always go, and I'm like, what? Why would you say that? Because that's kind of toxic to, tell me not to
the
work
people
out.
around you are telling you this?
Yeah. And then I'm like, why not? And they always, every single one's consistent across the board. They say, you don't really have much to better about your body, because you're already so huge. And so it puts
We're
me in
not
this
all as fortunate as you. You know what I mean?
Oh, you were totally buying into that too. That was awesome. You're like, they all do this. This is horrible. Why would they say? We're going to the cigar lounge after this.
Hell yeah. Listen,
Speaking of health,
you know what? 2022, I'm just trying to do life.
yeah,
You understand? That's it. I'm just trying
dude,
to
I
do
already
life.
went to Florida this year. You went to Tennessee.
I'm just doing life.
What's next? Are we gonna get an invitation to the
I
next?
hope that wasn't
space
super loud
thing?
for the listeners. I'll cut that audio out a little bit. I'm just trying to do life, man.
Yeah.
Because the past 2 years
We're go-getters here at TGC. I mean,
Yeah.
we're going out for cigars
on a Wednesday
and probably gonna have a drink.
in the cards, I would
It's
say.
in the
This happens to be my gym off day, so nobody panic. Usually Wednesday I take off.
Nobody said anything, or
So-
would have even.
Just saying, I've got street cred to uphold here.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But you know what? Like, that sounds stupid, but that's the thing. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to do life because
Trying to do life in a healthy, keeping in mind healthy.
Stay on the path.
Stay on the path.
Stay on the path.
Stay on the path. Stray within reason. Dude,
It's okay to have moments of vulnerability along the way. That's what I categorize those as.
I'm gonna give a speech at a college someday, and it's gonna say, I'm gonna get up on the mic, and it's gonna go like this, because there's always noise.
Yep.
And then it's gonna go. Everyone's gonna be at the edge of their seat,
Yep.
and I'm gonna go. Live life with healthy and positive intentions, but stray within reason. And then they're going to wait a couple seconds because they're going to think he has more. And then it's going to sink in how deep that is. And then it's going to break out into applause.
That's your whole press conference. That's
And-
your whole keynote.
And then I'm going to go like this. I'm going to give it a,
Life coach.
and then I'm going to bail.
That's really powerful.
Yeah.
Stay on the path.
Stay on the path, dude. That's what I was saying. Stay on the path, stray within reason. I screwed it up.
You need to get on the path
I'll
with
work it
some things. I'm not trying to
I am. Like what?
I'm trying to be that friend that needs to tell you like it is. There's one thing in particular that I yell at you for every time I see it, that I will, out of respect for your property, I will not do this, but I want to grab it out of your hands and stomp it into the ground.
Yeah.
I already made the truck rule,
Yeah.
and I'm sticking to that. So there's one example. But you know what?
You know one?
What?
I lost my mind.
You did lose your mind. I agree.
I had something really good. Oh, yeah. You want to know something that you want me to stay on the path with? Is I do stay true to the path for myself. I listen to Pandora every day, and I listen to the same channel. And I don't get any compliments out of that. I only get you and Claire.
You know what, Colin?
You and friend Claire. I got cornered the other day.
I respect you for not wavering on something that appears to be core to who you are.
I appreciate that. That's really nice.
Is that good?
They gently approached me the other day, Claire and Zach, and they said, "Listen, you sound like you're having a great time, but this has been the 5th day in a row with 80s hair metal. You think we could switch
Yeah.
it?"
I mean, I
I'm
like it too.
And I'm like, I'll tell you what, I'll turn it down a couple notches.
I'll turn it down a couple ticks.
Yeah.
You know what? That's what this episode's going to be called. Do life. Should we start having episode titles along the number or no?
I would say so.
Do life.
Because otherwise,
I'm good with that.
it might attract a certain crowd,
Do life. Be a common theme. We have one over there off camera, but we need a whiteboard right here. We'll have the mantra for the episode, or do life's going to be common. So we'll just have do life
like
up there.
a chalkboard. Chalkboards are fancy.
Those are cooler. Yeah.
In cursive.
Stay on the path. I like this. This is a good conversation.
I enjoyed it.
Hopefully the listeners are enjoying it as well. You think they're getting anything out of this?
I don't know. I'll know if they like it.
That's true. They like it, and especially if they haven't, if they subscribe, because then they'll see the next one automatically.
And the one after that.
It's every Friday, 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, U.S. I have it scheduled.
In the morning.
6 a.m.
In the
0600
In the morning.
in the morning. Yeah.
6 a.m. And
Speaking of discipline, I'm very disciplined about that schedule. So,
I got the right partner here for this, because I probably wouldn't be as disciplined with that. Just gonna say it.
we fill in
Just
each
gonna
other's
say it.
we fill in each other's gaps.
Right. If anyone wants to know, I might have made the intro.
Yeah, Colin made the intro.
Riff.
That's Colin shredding.
That's me shredding.
That's him shredding, dude.
Yeah.
We're two
was
pieces of this puzzle.
We were like into it. We were before our first episode, and we're like, dude, we need some intro. We need an intro
Yeah.
soundtrack.
And Colin's like, I got you.
Yeah. Pretty sure I went home on my lunch break and did it.
Just started shredding,
Yeah.
dude. I'm telling you, we're a 2-piece puzzle.
That's
you need
right.
us both. It's a package deal.
That's right.
Colin,
What's up?
1 minute and 45 seconds remain.
Okay.
Is there anything burning? It's okay if it's no, that you want to make sure we get out in the open before we close this one out. Went by fast.
Yeah. If you're tall and and there isn't a urinal, make sure you sit on the toilet. Otherwise, it'll splatter all over because there's a lot of distance between the toilet and and yourself. And that's what I got. That's your tip for the day.
Colin
Thanks for
sits when he
watching
pees.
TGC.
That's what it is.
No, we were talking about. I'll just break this down real quick. We were talking about people's weird bathroom etiquettes or something like that. I'm like, yeah, I sit when I pee, and everyone.
You just locked me up.
Every one of like the two people that we were talking to are like,
hello?
and I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, is that weird? And then only sometimes. I mean,
that's fine, dude. I don't even need to break that down. We'll just leave that. That's cool. That's cool. Listen, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with us this evening, this morning, this afternoon, wherever you're at. And like we said, please drop a like if you enjoyed your time with us. Subscribe so we can see you next time.
And share.
Share the dang thing.
If you don't share it, you suck. No, just kidding.
Colin feels very strongly. Listen, do life and stay on the path, but stray within reason. Good?
Good.
All right. See you guys.
Later, folks.